AM 560, The Answer.
So what's the crackpot saying about a werewolf, Squirrel? Say it in my ear. What is he saying? Werewolves. I mean, we got the craziest fracking people. We get trolls. Are they still called troll? Who knows? Moron Democrats. We don't care about your theory of werewolves being tools of eminent domain. What a moron. Let me guess. You would have voted for easy peasy. Kamala, where's my underpants, Harris?
Why did the government fund a 5 square mile laser death ray that kills 6,000 birds a year? That is Ivanpah, a solar farm in the Mojave Desert. And the bird apocalypse isn't even the biggest part of this boondoggle. So 15 years ago, Google, NRG Energy, and BrightSource Energy got together for this idea. They would sell solar power to PG&E and California Edison until 2039. But they needed funding. So Bechtel, who's a big government contractor, helped them get a $1.6 billion loan from the Department of Energy. See all those mirrors? Yeah, there's 350,000 of them, and each one is the size of a garage door. They reflect.
This is 3 years old, and that 1.6 is now 2.6 because and all the other Democrat thieves kept funding it.
Like sunlight onto boilers 450 feet high as part of the solar thermal process. The project promised to create 1,000 construction jobs and power 140,000 homes. Ooh. And that didn't happen. In theory, everyone would benefit, from workers and local communities to politicians pushing green energy. Now,
again, even if you don't believe in the science, you know, your thermometer is not a Republican thermometer. Yours is not a Democratic thermometer. There's certain realities, lived realities, experiences.
That's why last week when they were talking about, oh, you're having an Indian summer, and it's very warm, and they would talk about how it was close to a record, and then they would give you the date, 1951, because all of the data that's used for this swindle, all of it, has only been accumulated since 1885. That's what this whole fracking scam is based on, which is why the best swindlers are always the profiteers. The Democrat swindlers.
118,000 acres were burned in 2019 by this time last year. You can see.
Oh, I got the 2019 one, right? That's when it was the professor that was starting the fires. 350,000 acres. Was that? Do I have that cut?
After he was caught on camera lighting brush and trees on fire along Alameda Street near Union Station. Happened around 2 o'clock this morning. A Metro bus driver near the scene grabbed a fire extinguisher off the bus and quickly put out.
No, that's the one they put out.
Los Angeles County authorities are on the hunt for a suspected arsonist in connection with that raging wildfire. It began Friday night in the Pacific Palisades area.
Oh, no, that's the one that burned the $7 billion worth of property, and it was the Democrat moron from France who did it. This is all a fracking giant scam, and it always has been.
Dozens of climate experts are criticizing a recent Energy Department report on greenhouse gases, saying it is full of errors. In a 439-page review, the group says the DOE cherry-picked or misrepresented climate science. The Trump administration's report claims global warming induced by carbon dioxide is not as damaging economically as commonly believed.
No, it's called photosynthesis. Andrew, Cherville, Indiana.
What do the city of Chicago, Patricia Arquette, and Johannesburg, South Africa have in common?
Warts, genital warts. No, what do you got?
They all looked good 30 years ago.
Oh, bum. I tell you what, that was a good one. But I still think at least one of the three clearly has genital warts. Megan, Orland Park.
Hey, hi, Shaun.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I look forward to seeing you. I'm going to go to the Freedom Summit. You got some great guys coming. How could I not go?
Oh, excellent. Can't wait to see everybody there. I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
Yes. Okay, so I'm calling because, so I didn't realize today was, in fact, the awarding of the Nobel Peace Prize. And my husband said to me last night, he's like, Trump really should get it, but he won't because he's Trump. And, he brokered the whole, I don't know if it's totally, done, but he brokered the whole thing between Hamas and Jerusalem and all that. That's what I understand, that come Monday they're going to let the hostages go, correct?
Allegedly. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But, and then of course, we have Obama who got it. And what did he do?
Well, Obama was interesting, right? He expanded the bombing to about 16 different Middle East states. 96% of the bombs he dropped from drones killed innocent people. He bombed Yemen and Syria and all around. And he got the award because he was a moron Democrat. And the standards are lower. I mean, after all, when you really think about how stupid Democrats are, how bankrupt the areas they reside over are, and how corrupt the people get used to, it's really a miracle if they can get up and dress themselves. So the awards and the perception is really quite lower. We grade on a curve, and in there lies the problem. Because if people realize what Democrats do, there would be no Democrat Party, and there certainly wouldn't be an acceptance of fraudulent climate change nonsense sold by a guy whose father was the tax attorney for John Paul Getty.
Close to just shy of 2.3 million acres have been burned this year. As it relates to the issue of climate change, we are experiencing unprecedented confluence of issues this year that we did not experience last year. Unprecedented record temperatures, a heat dome that impacted the entire west coast of the United States, not just a few states on the west coast. We are dealing with the reality of some 14,000 lightning strikes over a 72-hour period. Trust me, that.
Aside from that being called Thursday in Tampa Bay, none of that's responsible. It all boils down to a low-life scumbag communist with a Bic.
Today, we are announcing the arrest of 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht for igniting a fire that ultimately burned down the Palisades earlier this year, killing 12 people, destroying more than 6,800 structures, both homes and businesses, and damaging over 1,000 more buildings.
Now, the only good news for that low-life scumbag is a Democrat judge will probably let him out on an I-bond. Mark, Oak Lawn.
Shaun, boy, oh boy, that is good stuff, uncovering these criminals. That Newsom, boy, I wish I could cut off his hair,
$1 trillion in the wind. $1 trillion.
What a lout.
For this swindle of green energy. And every one of these scumbags got a kickback. Shoot.
I was listening to Ben Shapiro, and he's talking about, we need to raise the Social Security age to 70 years old because it's an entitlement country. And I worked all my life, and like you say, just give me the money that I've paid in.
You don't owe me nothing.
And let's call it a day.
You'll bring down the whole system with that request, kid. You'll bring down this whole Ponzi scheme with that.
Yeah, Shaun, and you know what someone said to Shapiro? They said, let's stop giving the stupid-ass wars in Israel and paying them all this money. That maybe we can pay Social Security with that money.
And what happened then? Somebody get arrested?
I think the cat swallowed. He swallowed the cat. He didn't know what to say.
Here's the thing. When this is told, and I don't know Ben. He's probably a wonderful guy. I'm not slandering Ben. But here's what you have to understand. If they're going to continue to perpetrate the crime, then you have to tinker with the ages, right? But make no mistake about it. From the time it was created to right now, the goal of the government is to never pay you that money back. Never.
I know.
They're not interested because they stole the money in the general fund. And I would never say, let's raise it. It's a scam. Stop it. It's that fracking simple. Stop it. It's a fraud. And you destroy employment from the worker and the employer. It's a fracking scam. 312-642-5600.
This is the Shaun Thompson Show, where Democrats are always wrong, Republicans are seldom right, and politicians are never, ever to be trusted. On AM 560, The Answer.